Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, and welcome to yet another video tutorial. In this video, I will be taking you through my thought process on what my expectations are on the US oil. And since this is going to be a follow up video to my previous analysis, I would like us to have a preview of what really happened during the course of last week's trading session. And in fact, we had some couple of key moments which I would like you to see here as this week started in the form of a consolidation phase between the $73.90 level here and the $73.35. And we were looking out for either a breakout of the structure or breakdown to give us an opportunity to buy or sell the US oil. So at the beginning of the week, we saw the situation where price came back to do the retest of structure with some buy momentum, and as soon as price moved about 40 pips in our favor, we moved our stop loss to lock in some profit at the break-even point. We were taken out of the position to trigger the sell position right below the $73.35 level, and immediately we moved our stop loss accordingly, and this later turned out to be a false breakdown as we saw price action take us out of the position at break even to climb above the $73.90 level. And since then, price had continued to find higher highs, and we were able to be part of this trading session as price continued to climb, finding higher highs with more opportunities at every breakout retest of key levels that was identified during the course of the week. So we saw here on Tuesday, we saw another $75.50 level where we were looking forward to price breaking out of that structure. We had a structure broken, which also triggered another position there. Then we had a $76 level identified retest of structure also um, triggering another opportunity. As you can see here, price action continued to climb to the high side. And then we saw another breakout of $78 level. In fact, it was a very profitable week for us on the US oil as price action just continued to find higher highs here. So, if you really want to have a better perspective into how we took advantage of this opportunity, you might want to check the link in the comment section for reference purposes. And if you are watching this video from my YouTube channel, you will be seeing the link to this commentary at the top right hand side of your screen. So, with that being said, here let's dive into the current structure here to see what we need to be looking forward to during the new week. Well, if we look at the daily time frame here, it is very obvious that price action has been caught within a consolidation phase here in the last 3 to 4 months. As you can see, how price action has been oscillating between the $82.50 level and the $70 area. Now, with the breakout of that bearish trend line, remember we had the bearish trend line after connecting the series of lower highs here in the last, is it not 7 to 8 months? We had this bearish trend line. So we saw the breakout of this trend line. I think that was like 3, 4 weeks ago. We saw the breakout of that trend line, which was initially a sign that we might likely be seeing a bullish momentum at this point. However, that did not happen here as we saw that as soon as price got back into the $82.50 level, we begin to witness selling pressure around that area to negate all attempts by the buyers to break out of that level. And in fact, this led into a huge consolidation phase between the $82.50 level and the $78 area to further emphasize that there is a level of indecision at that point in time. A couple of weeks ago, we saw the breakdown of that channel. Price action broke down the $78 level, respecting the $73.50 level, which has been a strong buy niche for some time now. And price action appeared to have risen back up into the $78 level, breaking out of the $78 area. And right now, we saw a situation where price is currently oscillating around the $80 level. And talking about the $80 level, remember this level has been a strong determinant of price action, and at the same time, it has been our key level for some time. And if we look left here, you can see how the $80 level has been a major determinant of selling pressure in the past here, If you look at what happened here in the month of November, we saw how sellers took over the market from there. The same thing also happened here during the first week of the month of December. And the year, that is last year, closed around the $80 level. And as soon as this year began, we saw another bearish engulfing candle taking us out of that structure to further emphasize the strength of the sellers at this point. And in the last 2 to 3 weeks, we saw a consolidation phase, which was characterized by some selling pressure also around that area. So, with the information we have here, you would agree with me that the $80 level has been a strong selling niche in this market, at least in the last 3 to 4 months. And with a situation where price is currently trading around that area, that is was where price ended last week, you would agree with me that we are at a critical point in this market as we need to understand or be patient enough to see how price action will be reacting to this level to decide what our next line of action will be. And if we look at things from the technical standpoint on the daily time frame, there are two possible scenarios that could happen here. One of them is price might likely drop back down below the $80 level. Price action transition into something that looks like a reversal pattern. It could be a double top structure, rejecting the $80 level multiple times, and this could likely incite another wave of bearish momentum. As you all know, the $80 level has been a strong selling niche. However, we could have a situation where price action transitions into a trend continuation pattern around here, probably evolving into a bullish rectangular pattern, maybe breakout retest of that structure on our lower time frame, giving us an opportunity to join a bullish momentum to the upside. So these are the things I'm looking forward to going into the new week. But before I close this video, I would like us to see things a little bit clearer on a much more lower time frame, as we want to see how price action will be reacting to the $80 level. So in that regard, if we scale down to the 4 hours time frame here, this is what I was able to identify on this current structure. So zooming out a little bit, this is what we have here. We can see that the $80 level has been showing sign of some selling pressure around that area during the last day of last week trading session. We saw some selling pressure around this area. And one other thing that makes that a level also a significant structure is this. If we zoom out the chart a little further, you will notice that we have a bearish trend line here, which has been holding bearish momentum since the month of July, and it appears price action is right back at that trend line. So the question we shall be asking ourselves for this week is price action going to respect the trend line one more time, a trend line which shares a confluence with our $80 level to send price crashing further to the downside, breaking down this bullish trend line. Remember, we have this bullish trend line figured out. It has been holding by pressure since the month of December. That was on the 15th of December. We had this bullish trend line. We might have a situation where price might likely come back into that trend line, probably respect the trend line to incite another wave to the upside, or it could break down the trend line to incite another wave of bearish momentum back into that strong demand zone at the $72 level. However, if we do have a breakout of the $80 level in such a way that price action evolves into a trend continuation pattern above both the $80 level and the bearish trend line, then it will be a beautiful opportunity to join a rally to the upside. So these are my views here on the US oil for this week. Be rest assured that I will be jumping right in the comment section of this video to give you an update after monitoring how participants in this market will be reacting to the $80 level during the early hours of the new week. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your personal decision on this pair. And if it did, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. You would also want to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you can be part of my daily commentaries as I normally share in the comment section of all of my videos. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section of this video as we get prepared for the new week. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.